Hi, this is Steph Pelletier. I'm going to share with you 5 tips, a happiness hack to kickstart your day on the right foot. The first 15 minutes of our day are critical in the way we are going to experience what is ahead of us, because it's what happens in those first 15 minutes that define the perspective from which we are going to interpret everything that is going on in our life. The events, the circumstances, other people's behaviors. Our brain is like a massive computer, a big server, right? But it's only got a certain processor capacity. So it cannot process all the information that it's bombarded with. It would entirely fry up. So there is a filter at the base of our brain, just here. It's called the RAS, Reticular Activation System. And the job of the RAS is to filter the information that is interesting to you, that is relevant to you. And the program behind this filter is based on your beliefs about life, but most importantly, about your perspective. So if you start your day with a perspective that today is going to be rubbish, there's too many challenges, I'm exhausted, it's going to be harsh, well, the RAS is going to let in all the information from the environment that confirms this. And as a result, you're going to have a really tough day. If your perspective is that today could be full of opportunities, you're confident, and you are going to nail everything, there are lots of opportunities out there for you, life is joyful, the RAS is going to pick up those pieces of information that confirms this belief or this perspective for the day. So, my 5 tips. Tip number 1, change your alarm clock sound. Most of us have this crazy atomic bomb alert sound that is extremely aggressive and violent. And we hear the alarm clock even before we've consciously acknowledged that the alarm clock is ringing. It's attacking our nervous system. So change the sound of your alarm system. Pick something that wakes you up gently. Pick a sound that comforts you, that makes you feel good. Birds chirping, waves crashing on rocks, or slowly unfolding on the sand. That was tip number 1. Tip number 2, pay attention to your first thought of the day and change it. Change it to something that serves you. What's your first thought of the day? What do you mean by first thought of the day? Well, as soon as this alarm clock goes on, whether we notice it or not, whether we conscious it or not, the brain starts going on. And we have thoughts here happening. We don't pay attention to them. But a lot of them are negative. We are starting our day with negative thoughts. And I think I can safely say that for many of us, the first thought is, oh, not already. I'm so tired. Let me snooze another 5 minutes. Oh, I'm so knackered. I'm going to bed much earlier tonight. Oh, Groundhog Day. This lockdown is keeping on going. Oh, I've got this terrible meeting. Today's going to be tough. But tomorrow, hopefully, will get better. All these thoughts are negative. You're creating a blueprint in the brain, a hugely negative perspective that the RAS is going to confirm. So a lot of lovely things might happen in the day, but you are not going to notice them. You're only going to notice what happens that confirms your first thought. So why not change this first thought? Why not consciously train yourself every morning to have a thought that makes you feel energized, that makes you feel optimistic or confident? And it could be very simple. It could be, I'm alive. Every morning when you open your eyes, 2 million people have not opened their eyes. They're gone. It could be, I'm alive. I'm going to make the most out of today. It could be, life is full of opportunities. It could be, I make plans, but I remain open to the surprises that life has in store for me. And it could be, I'm going to show my best self today. So you see, the difference is that we are planting a seed in the program of the RAS so that your perspective is positive. Tip number 3, before you get out of bed, stay there and take 10 deep, long belly breaths. It's a way to start the day slowly. It's a way to wake up your body and wake up your mind in a kind, reassuring and safe manner. It's a way again to plant the seed that you're safe, there is no need to rush. Tip number 4, drink a very large glass of water. At night, we dehydrate a lot. We don't really notice it most of the time, but it's one of the daily activities, probably apart from high intensity exercise, where our body gets very dehydrated. And when we wake up and our body is dehydrated, the nervous system takes it as a threat. And immediately, again, even though we might not feel it, our body is in stress response mode. So the best way to take it out of this stress response is to give the body what it needs, a large glass of water. And my last tip, as soon as you get out of bed, no faffing around. You've just switched off the alarm clock. You haven't looked at your phone yet, right? Jump straight in the shower. Brush your teeth, clean yourself from the night, from the worries maybe of the day before, and stay in quite an active mode without faffing. Because what tends to happen, sadly, is that many of us, the alarm clock goes on, first thought is there, not so good, and then we scroll through the news, all the bad news that we can see. We go to our calendar and check all these constraints, these requirements from us that we have today, and maybe these are opportunities to create some stress. So let your phone aside, get rid of the logistics, have a shower, look after yourself, put some clothes on, and when you're ready, yes, you can go have a coffee and you can switch your phone on. But these first 15 minutes have been positive without negative influence from the outside world. So let me summarize for you very simply. Change your alarm clock sound. Put a sound that is soft, that takes you out of sleep with a lot of gentleness. Number 2, choose wisely your first thoughts and choose something energizing, positive that makes you feel good about life or good about yourself. Number 3, take 10 deep breaths. Number 4, drink a very large glass of water. And number 5, get ready before you do anything. And then eventually you can have your cup of tea or cup of coffee, check your phone and start engaging with the world and with your day from a positive perspective. So I hope you give it a try. Let me know in the comments if you do and how you find it. Take care and see you soon.